Hi, my name is Fiorella Efio, and I am applying for a software engineer position in your company. Well, this is my challenge. I try to replicate the Airbnb website. Here we have the website of the Airbnb. Well, uh, we have a login and sign up for this challenge. And I am using Firebase, UX, View Router, and View. Oh, also I am using Tailwind for the user interface for the styles. The first part is sign up. So I have been working with this. So this is showing me the errors I had. Okay, all these inputs are with validation. So if I put something like this, for example, it throw me an error that says first name can be empty. So I can put something like this. And then also the same for this last name can be empty. So I will put this. And then for example, sites email, I'll put something like this and it will show me that it's not an email. And the password, same. For example, if I put something like this, it will show me that should at least be 8 characters containing a number. But for example, we are going to show this. We have all the letters capitalized. And we have to put something, for example, it has to contain an uppercase letter. And have to contain a number. And should at least be 8 characters. So I will put something like this. For example, very long. Okay, agree and continue. And automatically you are going to be logged in the applications. So the next step, you're going to be searching for states, and you can put something like this, but this won't work. Just you can search by clicking up this button, and it will redirect to the search page where you can see all the states, but we have only 4 from the database in Firebase. And here, once you're logged in, you can add a trip. And here we have 3 inputs, and these inputs are with validations too. For example, you can't put an empty input here. It should be an integer and equals or bigger than 1. If you put something like this, it will throw to that error. But if you put, for example, 12, it's okay. Okay, the check-in. You have to put a date after the current date, so you have to put something like 29 or 30 or 31 or and so on. If I put something like this, it will throw me an error that says choose a date after today. Okay, so I will put, for example, 30, and it will throw me no errors. Here the same. If you put something like this, it will throw you an error that choose a date after your check-in date, not only the current date. So I'm going to put, for example, 11, and I will add a trip. And if I go to my trips, I'm going to have my trip here with the reservation details. So if I want to delete this trip, I just want to click this button and then it will appear some model, just to make sure if you want to remove this trip or not. If you don't want, just no. But if you want, just click yes, and you're going to remove all, well, that trip. For example, if you put something like this, well, here, and then, okay, a trip, and then another one, here, put some this, and then here, okay, my trips. You are going to have to, and if you want to delete one of them, just, for example, this, it will show you just this because you delete the other one. Well, we're going to log out, and this you can, for example, if you want to go to trips, you're going to be redirected to the login page, to the home page, because you can't see the trips page because you are not logged in. And all the validations are here in this card. We have, for example, we have trip routes, and these routes are here: home, search, and stay user list. And those are defined this here. Then, for example, trips has this meta property because we wanted the user just to access this page when he or she is logged in, and the other ones are public, so there's no problem with them. For example, the homepage it's about a top header, a carousel options, carousel experience, zip option, trip suggestions, and bottom footer. Here we have the components. I divided the directories like this because I thought that, for example, footer, header, login, and sign up are used for all the pages, so they are global components. And then, for example, for the homepage only, we have these components that are going to be only used in that page. And the same for search, that has 2 components, and trips that has 2 components. Well, for example, the header is this one that is different, for example, for the search that has a black background, and here in homepage is an image. There we have carousel options. There is this one. This is just a user interface component, and this component the same. There's a carousel experience, and then we have a civic option here, and then trip suggestions here, and the footer. Then for the search, we have the top header that is in global components, and the bottom also. And this is the list component that is in so list here, search. This is the list. We're going to search. Okay. We have the header and the bottom. And this is the list. And this is the list is having all the state details, this state details component, and also this and this and this, because it's iterating through states that is coming from the store here. Here we have a store, and we have getters that returns the, for example, the user, the current user, the trips if it's login, and the states that is public for everyone, even if it's not logged. And here I have some options that can be set up. Okay, and we were in state list. So it's 13 through its details, and we are going to state details. Here we have, for example, a model. Okay, if you're not logged in, it will show an error, and you can click to this button. So I will log in. Okay, I'm logged in now, and I can add a trip. It will not show you the error because you're logged in, but it won't let you click the button because you're not filling this in a correct way. But if you feel, it's okay. All this, for example, the messages of errors are being with this check errors, check up errors, guess errors, and an add trip disabled for the button. And for example, for input, where is this? For example, for this, it's setting the border pink when it finds an error, when the guess error is not empty. It's not an empty array. And if it's not, and it's this empty, it will show you the border gray. That is how everything it's working here also, for example. Let's see. For sign up too. And that's all. I think you can. Oh, one last message for you. It's that this can be tested in every device because it's responsive and well, it's responsive at all. Thank you for everything. Bye bye.